Hello and welcome to the Club 12 podcast with me, Dave, and Jamie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, brilliant.
Good, you had a good week?
I've had no bad week.
Good stuff. Somebody said I should introduce me. I've not done that, so I'm Dave. I've never thought to say that before.
Yeah, I thought you say that every week.
No, I say hi to you.
Alright, fair dues.
Anyway, yeah, so we're meant to talk about the football, right? It was fucking dire. So we'll get to it in a minute, right? But
we'll still speak about the football, but
we'll come to it. We might swiftly bypass the Morton match.
Nah, we'll briefly touch on it, but no for too long.
No for too long.
It was a hard watch.
It really was a hard watch. As always, the show is sponsored by King Kong Tattoo Company, Albert Square, Dundee, for all your tattoo and piercing needs. I think I want a new tattoo.
It's been a while for the new tattoo.
I'm not sure I'm going to get another Dundeean, but I'm going to go and get there. I'm going to go and see Mark or Cash. I'll pop in and see them. There's other good artists in there as well. You should pop in and have a look. Right, so Morton. Endless talking points, that many that there was, and I've checked this on DTV, there's 3 minutes and 58 seconds of highlight. And I reckon about 45 of those seconds the bar was out of play.
Yeah. It was, well, we sat and watched the game. I was meant to be going through, but I ended up not going. Fucking God. We'd done well to get away with a point. I think we were saying that we about half an hour ago that we'd you still want to win the game, but if we were going there and you're not getting beat, and it's not a bad thing considering we didn't play very, very good.
You never got beat. I'll take that.
That's really the only positive to tag for it. We just looked a wee bit slow, I thought, and the game was quite scrappy. It was quite a lot of 50-50 bars, and to be fair, we won quite a few of them, I thought.
The bar spent most of the time out the park. That's the way I see it.
I know. But we did win the second bar, but it was kind of what we done with it, which wasn't very much. But yeah, take a point, move on. Could have been worse.
It could have been worse. I struggle to find any major positives to actually look at the match and say, that was a real good, that happened. No, I think it was really stuff that...
Apart from McMullen hitting the bar, which again, if he had his dark boy bits on, as we keep saying...
Yep.
But I think that was really the only time you were off your seat. Well, not even off your seat, just kind of like took notice of it, because it was a scrappy game to watch.
There was a good support went through, actually.
What do you know bad we support? One thing we will mention though is the Welsh flag. Now,
what was that?
So I figured it out.
Right, you figured it out, right?
There was a Welsh flag
under
beside the Dundee fans, and obviously we were sitting like that. What the fuck's the way we're going through our players? French is the Welsh. He came from Wrexham, but he's no Welsh. And we're figuring it out, and it's to do with Dylan Levitt's performances. So apparently, so that be the boy that plays for United, right? He's Welsh. So it's today apparently with him putting in a good performance in Europe. That was what I got for it. But I'm still not really convinced about it. So whatever brought it, didn't bring it back. But that was the story I was telling. But there's nobody Welsh in our team, so it could only really be that.
It took me a while to figure it out, and I was like, there's a dragon on that flag. Have we signed Gareth Bale? What the fuck's going on?
Fuck, I wish.
So
there wasn't no bad wee support.
It was a good support.
The drum was there though.
I was just going to want to say that to you. What happened to the drum?
Did I can.
Do you think it was left with the phantom shiter? Did you hear about this story? So I heard on one of the buses, somebody took a toe away. So
I heard that the toilet got overflown and it's flew and went down the bus.
Crawled down the bus. Hi-ho!
But the driver apparently was alright with it, because I think 6 troopers stayed behind and gave it a wee clean.
Oh, brilliant.
That was probably the highlight of my Saturday, hearing that.
somebody took a Tolly on the bus. But apparently never. Apparently it was blocked up.
Well,
and I totally jumped to
she was
and ran down the bus. Fucking waved at
at least not on the bus, and part was hopes that that's what happened, but fucking Jesus.
Well done to the troopers that stayed behind and dealt with that. Because I fucking wouldn't help. Right, so speaking about other shite. We've got your United this week. On a Friday night, right now, I like these Friday night games, right, but for fuck's sake, why sends the team from one end of the country to the other side of the country on a Friday night, right? Fucking, some arsehole sitting in Glasgow's went, how awkward could I mark these fixtures? I'll send Dundee to Ayr on a Friday night.
Have we not got them on Christmas Eve as well?
Right, so it's Christmas Eve, which is technically a Saturday, but I think, well, they might move that to a Friday night. We'll fucking see how this game goes,
Come on, they're going to be pretty good, I think, because they're the only team that's not been beat.
They're
in the
top
league.
of the league.
Well, maybe they've been beat, but they are sitting top of the league. I think it'll be a hard game. Like, come on, looking through their team, they've not got anybody that stands out that you think he's going to cause bother. But come on, the teams in this league, it's going to be a tight league.
I actually couldn't tell you any of the players in their team.
No.
I couldn't even tell you what the manager is off the top of my head.
Probably should have.
He's some fucking Arab, is it?
Done a wee bit of research, probably.
We looked at it, most of them are Arabs.
But here, I think they'll give a good game, but I think we're going to attack a decent support through.
Here's a fair trek. I've been through there.
It's Kilmarnock basically, isn't it? So
pretty much,
about 3 hours away. But here, Friday night, if we get a good result there coming home, that'd be good, and I could probably see myself going out if we come in with 3 points that night.
Okay, so well, maybe Adrian, right? Obviously you can't Adrian.
Mate.
Adrian supports Ayr United. Well,
he hates Kilmarnock anyway.
He fucking hates Kilmarnock. So he's the guy, right? So Adrian was, I think, when he was about 16, he had a trial with Talbot, but he was for Cumnock. So that's like fucking. It's like it's old firm territory, that kind of shit. You can. And some of his pals didn't like it. Anyway, I don't think he played for him for that long. But he supports Ayr United, and he gets their tap every now and again, because when I shared the flat with him, this fucking Ayr United strip turned up at my door one day. Well, it was a packet and it had an Ayr United stamp on it. So what the fuck's that? Oh, you Postman Pat? Fucking mate, seriously? So, but it turned out it's an Ayr United tap for him.
I forgot he was an Ayr United fan actually. But nah, here I think they'll give it a tough game. We'll do well to come away with there with 3 points. But again, we said at the start of the season, there's not any team in that league where we can't go and win. We should realistically be beaten. Well, we say we should be beating them up. It doesn't work out like that. But I don't think we should be feared going over there, because we've got a decent team. They just need to click a wee bit more. In the final third, they thought against Morton that we're just lacking something a wee bit.
Well, I didn't think it was something. I think it was just.
I thought they were good in the middle of the park, winning the bar. I actually thought they won the second bars really well, but it was just what we done with it. Like, the game and Morton are obviously going to make it a scrappy game at Cappielow, but. And
it was a bad pitch. I mean, Gary Boyer did say that in his interview. It was a sticky pitch. But then, is that an excuse for a professional football player? I mean, I remember Maradona playing in '86. And they were all sticky pitches, and he did no bad. He done a job. He did right. So I mean, if he could do it.
Jurgen Klopp comes out with that every week as well, that the pitch was too dry. Come on, the fuck. And I like Liverpool, but the pitch is too dry.
I mean, like this nice slick pass. The damper is the slick.
See, when I played football, I would see if it started no pissing down, but just like raining a wee bit. If that's perfect football, well,
that's epic football.
Exactly, and that's what you're looking for. But it's a hard game, but we'll move on. And I think it'll be a similar game at Ayr United, because I can't see their groundsman winning fucking groundsman of the year. Nah, I don't think so. Might do, but I don't think so. So it's probably going to be a similar type of game. And if we go 1-0 down, that's when it's going to show, because I think if we go 1-0 down, we might struggle over there.
Do you have any real memories of playing here? Because I can't really think of any off the top of my head. I remember a couple of Kilmarnock Ayr Cup games in the 90s, that had huge supports. I was astounded by the size of support they had. But from the point of view of Dundee playing them, I didn't really.
No really. I've never been there. It's one of the grounds that I've never been to. I couldn't tell you. I can't think of any sort of main game or result against there that's been prolific in my memory. Like, not really. They're shite. Can.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll head in on Saturday and Friday night.
Yeah. So, well, there's a wee bit of time before it closes, but obviously the transfer window's still open, so is there time for a signing before Friday night, and obviously before the end of the window?
Is it this Friday?
No, it's not, but I'm just saying that before the game on Friday.
Alright, there's time, but it doesn't even look, it looks like the boy for Hamilton.
I tell you what, top of my list, Xander Clark.
We're not getting him.
Well, nobody's getting him at the minute.
Nah,
he's not going anywhere. So don't tell me he doesn't want to play football.
But he's from Perth. He's a St Johnston fan. They fucking.
So what?
They hate Dundee.
Well,
I didn't really bother about them too. I think it's quite funny the fact that they're pure despair when we go through there and sing about United. Okay? But he wouldn't sign for Dundee. I'd hear him in a fucking heartbeat. But I can't see him signing for Dundee. But we do need to keep it. I think we're gonna. Boyer was saying it in that interview that he's looking for attacking options. So, fuck knows who that's going to be. It was just going to say, the boy for Hamilton, is it Lewis Smith or William Smith that we're in for? Rankin come out and tell what fuck off. Did you see that?
Well, he could fuck off.
So Rankin came out and he was like, Dundee, Gary Boyer's apparently interested in Smith. He's like, that's very well and good. He was like, I like Luke McCowan, Cammy Kerr, Jordan Marshall and Zach Rudden, but it doesn't mean I'm going to sign them. I was like, that's kind of fair dues. But also, you're Hamilton and we're not.
The budget you've got, you'll not be signing anything apart from signing on.
No, I can. Hopefully they'll do. Come on, they've had quite a
I think what we should do is to be a dick, is go and buy the boy. Say to John Rankin, come up, you are a prick. Fuck you, fuck your shed, geez your player.
Here's 20 quid.
Might get him for that. I still think we need to strengthen. I kind of like the look of Robinson, but then on Saturday he looked like a bit of a diddy.
He looked daft on Saturday.
But then, like I say, it was a sticky surface. He didn't get the bat at his feet.
The first time he got the bat, he fucking ran the wrong way. Remember? He pure ran fucking back to his own box and then done a cartwheel and fell over. The bat didn't really stick to him, I thought, against him. But yeah, again, as you said, it's a sticky pitch. We'll let him away with it. I'd get another strike. Come on, I'd get a heel. I'd still strengthen over the park. I can. It's hard to pick one position because ideally you could upgrade any one of them. That's the harsh reality of it, can.
Grandad still doesn't like French. Says, that French, he needs to take a fucking long hard look at himself. I like Grandad.
So what? He
not done anything. He kept a clean sheet.
And then he nearly scored one of the best goals that's been at Dens. And I don't mind that first time, and we mentioned it in the last podcast. How could you still not like it? I'm going to hit a word with you.
I didn't care.
Mind you, it'll not change his mind, Bob.
No, it won't change his mind. No, at all. I tell you what I think's been really poor past couple of games, Jordan Marshall.
He's...
No, that ain't even trying to sugarcoat it. He's been poor.
You think so?
Yeah.
Go on then.
He was poor against Arbroath. He was fucking non-existent on Saturday.
He's got a good whip on him. See if when he's driving.
When he gets down there, but he was never to be seen.
He isn't. I can. And I thought, there was a bit of a gap between him and Sweeney at the weekend.
And sometimes as well, right? I've always thought this about him.
I still think he's a good player though.
Yeah, he is a good player. He's just not done enough up to now in the past couple of games. Sometimes he doesn't look like he's putting in 100%. He's still quicker than some people. He still gets in front of them, but he still looks like he could be putting in kind of a bit. I want to see a bit of grit.
He's not got anybody challenging him, is he? Kind of got it. He could train shite a week, and Kenny will get a game at the weekend. That's maybe got something to do with it. But Kim, what I'll agree with you on that end because he's he's not been great, is he?
No, he's not. he's fucking not at all. I thought Grayson Tate on Saturday was a wee bit of slack with some of his passing. Come up, we'll put it down to the sticky pitch again. We're putting a lot of stuff down to this fucking sticky pitch.
Sounds like a Premier League manager, just blaming everything else.
Oh, it's a sticky pitch. Well, Man United, you'll not remember when Man United they got pumped for Southampton and they blamed it on their grey strips.
Nah, when you tell me
they couldn't see the players on the other side because they just clashed with the crowd. I'm sure they changed strips at half time. Positive change strips at half time. Yeah. So transfer window. Few days left, or a week or so left. I'm not quite sure. 10 days, something like that. Yeah. There was a countdown on Sky Sports, but you kind of get fucking pissed off watching it.
It's like they're going to hear your transfer fucking story.
No, it's not. They'll talk about the old firm, but
here, one thing that we're going to talk about that I bet you've not written down and forgot about.
What?
Jack Hamilton signing for Livingston.
Oh,
you did forget to, did you?
I totally forgot.
I bet I can.
Right, now, I'm going to stick my neck out here and say, if he gets a game, because he didn't play the other week, he'll cost them points.
So,
and he will seal their relegation. If he marks it into their first team, they're done.
I would love to see how many Dundee fans are betting against Livingston when he gets a start in the goal wide, because he's the fucking...
Both teams to score.
I can't believe he got another job. I was expecting to see him signing on Indeed and fucking turning up to Morrison's. And dropping all the fucking...
Working out 9 miles with the porters.
Stocking the shelves and dropping them. He was fucking hopeless.
You mind when somebody at Dens had a burn? Oh no, it was Jack Hamilton. Somebody announced the birth of his bairns, and he got pure brutalised online. He's like, I didn't let him have the bairn for fuck's sake. He got it pure stinking. Come on, I'm sorry, he's not good enough. As a goalkeeper, he wasn't good enough.
Come on, I ken goalkeepers when I played football that were 10 times better than him that didn't mark it. Like, and I'm being deadly serious about that. He's fucking... I was astonished when I seen him with that Livingston tap, honestly. What are you paying him for? Like, one training session, mind you, he wasn't in the squad, as you said. I hope Martindale's had a look at him and thought, you're fucking shite.
What the fuck have we done? I have just wasted
half your budget on this cunt. He just wrapped his weights up.
I could have got Xander Clark.
But hopefully we see them concede. Come on, as you said in our last week, you hate Livingston, do you?
I do fucking despise them.
You'd have been chuffed.
It's a match made in heaven. Fucking superb. So, while we're on the subject of goalkeepers, right?
Hello? Agent Ross. Just wanted to say bloody well done in Amsterdam. The establishment is considerably happy with your work.
Aye, but Gaffer, it wasn't me. They're actually that shite.
Oh, nonsense, Agent Ross. I know hookers who take less of a pumping. Jolly good show, though.
No, but Gaffer, they're really
fuck
shite.
You and fuck your shed.
It's not me, they're really shite.
Is your football team getting you down? Are you still haunted by the shafting in Amsterdam? Are you still scared of being taunted by your pals at work? Don't worry, help is at hand. Here at Arabs Anonymous, we can help. We can guide you away from one of the country's original diddy clubs. And we'll not even tell anyone you were a dirty Arab bastard.
I've been going to Tannadice for years and it's been a fucking nightmare and these guys are great. They've no tell anybody, It's been marvellous.
I've been watching United since the 70s and I'm Max Shearer still somebody's tap off a watching line, but no more, that's it. Seen me through. I'm done. The AA, Arabs Anonymous, where we can't help that your team's shite, but we will keep reminding you.
The shed goalkeeper, the past few games, just took 14 goals, right?
The past, how many games? 3, alright.
Took 7 in Holland, 4 in Edinburgh, and 3 at Tannadice, face it, man. How many is he going to attack for Celtic on Sunday? And will the papers just report it as 9?
Like an odd Sunday league game.
Yeah, so if you didn't, there was a podcast a couple of weeks ago that we done, and we mentioned about when I was a bear and we played football. If the score was over 9, the papers just reported it as 9. So there was like we gave a couple of teams 12, 15, 1 here and there, and it was only reported as like 9. So
Eric,
how well is Agent Ross doing? Really, that's the question.
So the secret agent's doing good. Now, that keeper you mentioned that's taken a shaft in the past 3 weeks, he actually got drabbed for the St Mirren game and threw in another keeper.
Oh, did that? Oh, I didn't realise that.
So he's took. I mean, he took 11 in 2 games. That's
much better.
That's quality. That's better. It's better saying that. So he got drabbed, and they threw in another boy who couldn't catch a card. It's good. So fuck knows what here. They're going to attack hiding this. Is it at Tannadice? I think it is.
Is it?
Because it's on Sky anyway, so it will be.
I didn't know. I try not to watch too many of the highlights of the Shed, right? But I did take great joy in watching the clip of our St Mirren fans shouting, "You're getting sacked in the morning."
So that was the United fans?
No, it wasn't. I've seen the clip. It was for the St Mirren end.
Oh, was it?
It was somebody for the end.
So there was a meltdown apparently. Like if you tell them 3 weeks ago, as I said after the Bet Alkmaar, that Ross would be fighting for his job and fucking throw it whack down the street. You did took in that all day long. It's great. They're going to they'll tack a hiding against Celtic, definitely. Everybody tacks a hiding against Celtic. So that'll be a good 3 or 4. And then they can't be that far away from the bottom of the league. There must be again it's only 3 games, 4 games or something, right? But that's the type of start you want. that's
I mean, I'm not going to let.
If you're looking for an ideal season for them,
It made the 0-0 on Saturday a lot more bearable. That they took 3.
100%. That's one of the good things about being a Dundee fan, because you've got a backup. See if you get beat or something away from him and you look at your phone, United got beat for fucking St Johnstone or something, you're like, yes, get a few cans for the bus.
Another few for the bus.
But then I hit shite on the flare.
Do you think he's on a sugar peg? It's got to be.
Football's brutal these days, man. And come on, it's one of the things that we've struggled, I think, for the past fair Hartley left, to be honest with you. Just manager after manager and inheriting different squads. He's in bother, and if he does go, I'm up for that. Nah, I'd like him to stay obviously and get them a wee bit more shafted than what they are. But if another manager's coming in, he just might shaft them 10 times more. So
I was hearing as well that Pete and Tom's on a fucking sugary peg over in Budapest as well.
Was Tom Quartz. So he had a meeting with whatever his football team is.
Honved.
Right, so them, right? So their ultras, their supporters group were bailing, right? So they turned up at the training ground like, where's that fucking Arab bastard? And he come out and he was like, alright guys, I'm really sorry about the results at the weekend and everything. And they were calling for his head, and I've no kept an eye on his results. But what, come on, I can't have he wants to travel the world and broaden their career, right? But what is he doing taking that job? Fucking hungry, you know.
I mean, I've been to Budapest.
For a mad weekend. You didn't go there to stay. You go there for a mad weekend.
I got mugged when I was there.
Did you?
I got mugged for about £4 and they took my 2 fags off us too. I'm actually not sure whether they were just wanting a fag off us, and I got all confused because I was kind of half drunk. I was like, oh, here, give me £4, it's fine. He still took my fags anyway, so you could be a stick.
But he might be
so Tom Coates got pulled into a meeting with the Ultras. Do you think Gary Boyer's a result for getting pulled away into the Bowser with the fucking Southeast section? Right, Mr. Boyer, we need to work with you, pal.
Tell you what.
He's like, excuse me.
Oh, pardon me. What was I saying? I see when we were watching the game at the weekend, I'm not sure if any other Dundee fans can relate to this, but we were watching it on the Fire Stick, and the camera, right, was basically focusing on anything, right? So it would focus on
anything that looked like a football.
anything that looked like a football that was moving. So the back would be, I don't know, in Morton's half, right? And the camera will just take a swift left to this fan's baldy head, and then to this floating bag of chips.
There was a bag just going up the pitch,
and there was this wee flare that was just flying round the lens, and,
I see that too, yeah.
and the camera didn't get what to do. So that gave a bit of a sore head. So if any Dundee fans are listening that were watching that, we feel your pain with that. That was brutal.
It was brutal. And I want to know what happened with the drum too. So actually, before I forget again, we've you could actually get in touch with us through our fucking Instagram and through our Facebook. I can't keep forgetting. At the Club 12 podcast, send us a message and give us abuse or tell us we're pricks or something. Just take a laugh at them.
I'm up for that.
Do that. If you've got any Agent Ross photos that you want added up into the reel or any other photos as well, give us a shout. What was I saying before that? I totally forgot.
Something about United being shite.
I mean, that's endless. That is endless. I did. Somebody was laughing as well last week about Man United being at their peak of shiteness, and like I take great pride in that. I really do. I think the fact that Man United are so bad just now is fucking brilliant. I hate them. The passion.
You said last week you're going to piss off a few people with it.
I stopped caring. I mean, to be fair, only 97 people listened to it between last week and this week. So, if anything, I've only pissed off 96 of them because I've probably listened to myself once.
Couple.
So, but then that's the name of the game. That's what football's about, is it? It's about pissing off your rivals. So, if there's any United fans been listening to, give it a shout. Did they hear any podcasts?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
I bet it's fucking like
better raging, kind of like Gary Neville after a Man United game. Just wanting the club restructured from top to bottom. I've been going to Paradise for 30 years, right? And I've never seen anything like it. We need stripped down from top to bottom. Get that cut.
That arsehole. Abdi kens in it. There's I wonder if I'm going to be like that when I'm old. I've been at Dens for 60 years and I've never seen the club in such disarray. Like, good mate, you've fucking been through 2 administrations. and that was another thing with Gary Neville. He pissed me off when I was watching the telly because he was saying that it's such a bad state of affairs for his club to be in. Well, Ken, what, Gary Neville? You come and swap your Raid of Manchester for the fucking Blue of Dundee and see how you get on.
Exactly.
Because 2 administrations and 7 relegations later, I'm still here. I'm not quite sure you would be.
I can't see when they go on about, okay, well, we're just going to pick Man United, that the fans deserve better and it's a club of great stature and shouldn't they be playing like that. Well, I'm sorry, right? But football changes over the years. Teams go through their peak of shiteness and they go through their peak of greatness. And right now, you're going through your peak of shiteness. And stop fucking moaning about it and just crack on with it, Ken. As I said, swap dugouts with fucking Gary Boyer and you care all about it. Ken.
Embrace the shite. Get on
Embrace the shite, and then see when you do that one game where you win your Scottish Cup, it'll all be worth it. Ken.
I hope so. I hope so.
Me too.
We've also got the League Cup next week,
You're right, the League Cup.
Is it too soon to talk about the League Cup?
I want a League Cup.
I want a League Cup too. We've got Falkirk.
So they're
shite.
They're shite. I was going to say James McPake, but he's Dunfermline. They're rotten. We'll scalp them. Come on, we'll speak about them next week. They're shite.
Well, we hate time because the game's on Tuesday. Is that? Are you going? You going to go to that?
Probably. Is it next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, right.
It's only a week on Tuesday. Depends
what
day you're listening to this. If you're listening to this after Tuesday this week, then the game's on Tuesday. If you listen to it before Tuesday, then the game's a week on Tuesday. I feel like we're just time travel. You know, Professor Brian Cockton here explaining it. It's like Schrodinger's cat. You can.
Nah, come on. If we get beat for that there would be. I think there will be a few people annoyed if we didn't go through that. We should be beating Falkirk. They're not even in the championship.
We should be fucking beating Abdi.
Okay, we should be beating Abdi. We should.
But we've got Bethy Partick. We're fucking Drewy.
This league's going to be tight, though, Ken. This league is
actually,
going
to be
tight.
fair, Partick gave Inverness a right fucking doing the other night. 4 of the best.
They were rotten though, I thought. I only watched a wee bit of that, but
They were
from what I
rotten.
did, Inverness were fucking dire, like. Which is good, because that's a team that we struggle against, Ken.
I mean, that's... When you look at Partick and that, okay, you're saying Partick weren't great, but Inverness were dire. Well, Dundee were dire in the first half as well, and fucking gave us 3 after, 50 minutes?
Yeah. I think they'll be up there. Okay, well, I think it's going to be... It's hard to predict, Ken. We'll do well to come straight back up for like winning that league, Ken. Realistically, we'll probably... I didn't want to put it down too early, but Ken, if we were to get in a playoff, 2nd or 3rd or whatever, that's no a terrible season. I mean, it's no great season. We should be, as I said, we're bigger than them teams, we're better than them teams. But if we do come up through the playoff or go into the playoff, I don't think it's going to be as bad, because this league's tight as fuck.
Do you think that would be more fun, right? Because you would get the playoff games.
We missed out on the playoff because of the COVID, did we? Because that night in Kilmarnock would have been fucking brilliant. We would have took
that would have been
hefty support.
Didn't think anybody was shot on the bus that night.
Yeah, they might though.
They might have. I can.
You shit on bus, €50.
Have you ever heard the story about Ian McCall when he played at Dens?
He shite.
And he shot in Simon Stainrod's shoe. So Ian McCall he played at Dens, we signed him for Rangers, and Simon Stainrod was our manager, and the right pulling pranks on him, like cutting his trouser legs and fucking hammering his shoes with flair. And this one time Ian McCall shot in his shoe. And he used to sing at Dens, he's white, he's blue, he's shot in Stainrod's shoe, Ian McCall. Oh, it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, well, he looks like the type of boy who had shite in your shoe too. He looks like a quality wee bastard.
He looked like he'd save it up for you too. He purposely had curry the night before. Come on, I'm going to do the morning. I hope he's brought his big baits. I'm going to fill it right up to the tap. So, anyway, we should probably wrap things up pretty soon, right?
We're nearly getting there.
We don't need to. Thank you very much to our sponsors at King Kong Tattoo Company, Albert Square, Dundee, for all your tattoo and piercing needs. And in some other football news, Jamie, you looking forward to this?
I like this.
Alfredo Morelos makes a comeback to Rangers with another red card. Michael Stewart's still a prick, and Dundee United are still shite. We've been the Club 12 podcast. Cheers, goodbye.